Right now at 5:30, it's a slice of old San Jose you may have never seen. Nestled between tech campuses and suburban sprawl, one of the last working orchards in the valley is still growing fruit the same way it has for generations. But now that farm is facing a new threat that could wipe out its entire harvest. Len Ramirez takes us to a place where a century-old family legacy is just still holding on.
In the shadow of high-rises and data centers, a vintage tractor rumbles through this working ranch. At the wheel, Andrew Tower, the great-grandson of Portuguese immigrants who started farming this land in 1916.
Everyone always seems to be shocked that this place is still here, and you hate to see things disappear.
What was once a thriving commercial orange grove in the 1980s shut down when juice processors left San Jose, swept away by the booming tech economy. But the land, rich and fertile, refused to quit.
So this is our next crop that'll be picked in March.
And what they do is grow beautiful, juicy navel oranges. Andrew and his uncle, who also works the property, call it a volunteer orchard. They don't add fertilizers, no pesticides, just water. Every year, the grove produces hundreds of tons of fruit the family donates to local food banks, picked and distributed by volunteers through a nonprofit.
We have about 60 volunteers a week come out, and 2 tractors full of bins, and everyone picks for about 3.5 hours, and each bin that we pick feeds 300 families.
But this year, a tiny pest threatens to destroy all of it. Mediterranean fruit flies found in traps around San Jose prompted the state to require a spray treatment to sterilize female fruit flies, even though fruit flies have not been found on this property.
If you don't treat the orchard, they just drop to the ground and waste the perfect opportunity to help thousands of families each year.
Just as the season looked doomed, an anonymous donor stepped in, paying for the treatment to protect the trees. A reprieve of 1 year, but the clock is ticking on this quiet oasis.
It's just a great feeling to know that this land stood for something back then and still stands for something now.
He knows it won't last forever. Developers knock every year. The land is valuable. The future is uncertain.
Let Mother Nature do her work.
But what remains, at least for now, is a family legacy planted more than 100 years ago, still growing against the odds.
And we're told eradication efforts have included releasing sterile male fruit flies, applying organic bait treatments, and removing infested host fruit. County ag officials say no spraying is expected.